Let's go hear from more citizens of the
Hello, everyone. How's it going? Welcome back to another Watch with Nordic live commentary stream, and we are back for our first doubleheader of 2026 of April here today, and we got a good one. We got a little bit of a TNT broadcast that we're following today. We're starting it off with the Buffalo Sabres and the New York Rangers, followed up by later tonight with the Edmonton Oilers and the San Jose Sharks. Hope you guys are having a great day so far. It's a Wednesday here. It's a beautiful Wednesday. That little cold here where I am today, but getting warmer, of course, as we head closer to the playoffs and obviously summer, of course. Let's go into the little game preview here. What's up, Samuel? Welcome to the stream. So it's a tale of two teams here. There's one team that is trying to battle for the Atlantic Division title. The other team is basically their season's over, and it's a matter of, at this point, they're kind of playing spoiler, and they're just waiting for, the days to run down as they head closer and closer towards the draft and all that. But the Buffalo Sabres, obviously, been really surprising this season. We haven't streamed them nearly as much as I'd like to, but we're going to get one in for them today, and of course a couple ones for the playoffs as well. The Sabres this season, 47-23-8 for 102 points. They're coming off of a win on Monday against Tampa Bay. They are tied with Tampa and Montreal for the first place spot. It is a three-way tie. Now, the Sabres do not hold the tiebreaker over either of the two teams, so they are second in that Atlantic Division. Actually, that's a lie. They hold the tiebreaker over Montreal, but they don't hold the tiebreaker over Tampa Bay. So Buffalo is second in the Atlantic as of right now. But with a win tonight, they could move themselves into that first place spot with 3 games left in their season. On the other side, the New York Rangers are basically done. Let's be honest here. The Rangers, they're eliminated from the playoffs. It's been a vastly disappointing season. Now it's all about kind of looking at how the young guys are doing, get some of the youth up there, and they've done that. But their overall record, 33-36-9 for 75 points. What's crazy is that the Rangers have 75 points, and they would be tied with Seattle right now in the Western Conference playoff race, meaning they'd be like 11th in the Western Conference. It's nuts. They're only like 3 games below 500 at this point. But obviously, again, the Rangers not having a great season whatsoever. There's no surprise there from that. And honestly, they're trying to play spoiler here. You look at the Rangers lineup. There's been a couple of young guys who have really excelled for the Rangers over the last couple of weeks. Gabe Perreault scored a hat trick on Saturday in a win against Detroit. You had guys like Yaroslav Chamar, Drew Fortescue, Noah Laba. Will Cooley scored a hat trick as well on Sunday. So the Rangers actually have not been playing too bad here. They've won 2 in a row. And now heading to this game here on Wednesday, trying to take away some points from a conference rival, from a state rival, and just kind of play spoiler here a little bit. But Buffalo, obviously, they're playing for a lot more here. They've obviously clinched their first playoff berth since 2011, so we're talking a long time here, but they are back in that spot. What's up, Richards? How we doing? Got a little bit more time here till we get started with the actual game itself. I thought I didn't have time, but I guess that was a lie. They said on the thing puck drop was up in just a moment, but it also showed a timer. It was like 9 minutes to go, so we may have a couple more minutes here till we get started. But hope you guys are having a great day so far. Welcome to the stream. We'll be live later on tonight and tomorrow as well. So some great hockey coming your way here on the channel. But we are now set to get ready here for this Eastern Conference matchup between the Buffalo Sabres and the New York Rangers here in just a moment. Again, starting goaltenders tonight are going to be Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen versus Igor Shesterkin. Those are 2 goaltenders that have had really bad numbers historically in live commentary streams. So tonight, they're looking to better those numbers here tonight in this one. So it should be a fun game. Looking forward to it. Again, still got a little bit more time here till we get started. Let's go over these 2 teams in their last 10. Sabres in their last 10, they're 5-3-2. They've dropped 2 of their last 3, so they're looking to get back into the win column here more consistently. But obviously, to the Rangers. They've actually won 4 of their last 5. If you want to go furthermore, 5 of their last 6. They're 5-4-1 in their last 10. They played well recently with some of those young guys being called up to the roster. Not a lot of pressure on those guys, and they've looked exciting. So I'm expecting nothing less here in this one tonight from the Rangers. It's from MSG, obviously. Be sure to vote in the poll as well. That will be up for the entire game. I decided to leave it up for the whole game instead of taking it down after the first period, just because why not? Give you guys a chance to vote on it regardless of when you get in here. Even if you do vote at the very end to say who won the game, it doesn't really matter to me that much. But I'll leave it up for the whole game. You guys can answer that poll that is in the chat right now. And while you're at it, subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. It helps out with the engagement, brings more people into the wonderful commentary. We are a little bit over 60 subscribers away from 5,600. So, again, all of the subs and all the support is very much so greatly appreciated. And I think they still got to do the national anthem and such, so we may still be a couple minutes away here from actual start time. I thought we were right there and ready to go, but I guess not. It's on the TNT broadcast for both games tonight, so I'm not surprised that it's taking a little bit longer to get underway here. But hope you guys are having a great day so far. Be sure to subscribe down below if you're new. Puck drop coming up here in just a moment. Man, I did not think it would take this long. If I knew it would take this long, I wouldn't have started this early. But they're doing the intros right now. Still going to do the national anthem and such. Maybe I'll put the anthem on for a moment here since it's only one national anthem. But I got through all my pregame. It's an only 3-game slate tonight. There's only one other game that we will not be commentating tonight. That is the Washington Capitals and the Toronto Maple Leafs. Interesting news out of Washington. Alex Ovechkin said that this year may or may not be his last. He still needs to make a decision on that, so we'll see what happens there, of course. But I would assume if, let's say he does want to come back, I think there's no question the Caps would bring him back for sure. Taking a look at this youth movement here for the Rangers. Some new guys that have been called up recently. Drew Fortescue's been up for a while. Adam Sikora has been up now for a little bit. Yaroslav Chomar, I believe is how you say his name, is also up on with the Rangers. I'm not familiar with him, but he's actually played well recently, so we'll see what happens there. But that's the youth, not even including Gabe Peralt, Will Cooley. They got youth. They really do. They got young guys who have come up and been pretty fun and exciting. It's a matter of building around that more. Like, if they get another top draft pick this year, the Rangers could be in a pretty decent spot moving forward into next season. But there's a lot more problems there outside of just the roster on paper. I feel like there's a lot of locker room issues that come down with this team as well. I don't know if the Rangers fans in the chat would agree, but definitely that's been a factor that the Rangers have struggled with. Just the culture in the locker room just doesn't seem that strong, to be honest with you. But that's just the way I see it. Buffalo, they look great. Again, they've been rolling here. They're one of the hottest teams in the NHL since the calendar's turned over to 2026. And to see them in the playoffs, I'm excited. I really am. I'm really excited to see them get into the playoffs this year. I think it's going to be a fun series to watch, regardless of who they play. If they play Montreal, I'll be streaming a lot of that series. That'll be a very fun series to commentate, for sure. Especially since Montreal has done very well here on the channel. You can bet your butt I'm doing that. Tomorrow's commentary schedule. I know we still got all of tonight's games to go through still, but tomorrow we are streaming the Flyers and Red Wings, followed by the Sharks and Ducks. So that is tomorrow's commentary schedule. No streams on Friday or Saturday. Sunday, we will have a stream at 9 p.m. That'll be Mammoth versus Flames before we get into the final week of the regular season. But thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Also, like the stream as well. It helps out with the engagement, brings more people into the wonderful commentary. And we'll get started here with the commentary itself right after this commercial break. Already been live for about 20 minutes, and we haven't even started the game yet. Wonderful. Just wonderful. All right, I think we're finally ready to get started here with puck dropping. Yes, we are. Welcome to Madison Square Garden for a Wednesday night commentary between the New York Rangers and the Buffalo Sabres. This should be a fun matchup here. It's a doubleheader, and we are underway. Face-off is won back then by the Rangers. It's Gavrikov who picks it up down low in the New York zone. Bank back down low into the Buffalo end. Luukkonen gets it off the boards. Battling for it in the corner then is Laba. Now Samuelsson gets it down low, trying to get that one free then for the Sabres. JT Miller will feed that one back up top. Rangers trying to corral the puck. It's stolen back to them by Buffalo. Here they come the other way. Thompson over then to Krebs. Krebs comes in, shoots it. Saved there by Shesterkin on the right side. And picked back up then by Ty Cartier and moved back to center. Samuelsson will get it back for the Sabres. Dahlin now below the line, back over then for Samuelsson, who regroups with the puck and looks for options. Rasmus Dahlin now in the Buffalo zone. Back over to Samuelsson, stolen back then by Perrault, up top, Zibanejad a shot, and that one goes off of Luukkonen and out of play. Apologies if I keep mispronouncing Luukkonen's name. I've been trying to adjust, because I know that's not the right way to pronounce it, but sometimes I do accidentally say it in the heat of the moment, so I do apologize for that if I do. Good chance there for the Rangers off rip. Zibanejad with a shot that I think went off the post, actually. So it wasn't directly on Shesterkin. But the Sabres, they get the first shot of the game here in this one. Face-off down low now in the Buffalo end. Byram battling for it in the corner. Zibanejad off the boards. Then it's taken back then by Jack Quinn, who will clear it back to center. Picked back up then quickly by Perrault. Banked off the boards then down low. Rangers trying to corral it. Zibanejad over then now breaking it through center is Rangers defenseman Matthew Robertson, who will dump it down low into the Buffalo end. Below the line then Jason Zucker clears it back to center. Here's Drew Fortescue, played on Team USA in the World Juniors this past winter. Back over then for Braden Schneider. Regroups it down low in the New York zone. Looking for options. We'll bank this one back to center. Puck will slide down low then into the Sabres zone. It's played off the boards, then stolen back by the Rangers. Robertson down low. Pass in front. Cooley couldn't get it in time up top. Gavrikov a shot save. Rebound in front. They jab at that puck. It's in the crease. And Trocheck could not get the rebound. And the Sabres get it out of the house. Buffalo trying to get out of the zone still. Rangers keep it in. Robertson up top. Shot on, denied. Back up to the point. Then Schneider a drive save. Rebound in front. Cooley comes in. Backhand. He ran out of time. He holds it now behind the net. Cooley battling for it then with Norris. Feeds it up top. Fortescue over then for Schneider. Schneider will bank it off the boards behind the net then to Cooley. Cooley battling for it then. It's taken back by the Sabres. It's Michael Kesselring who will throw that puck back to center. Drew Fortescue. Down low in the Rangers zone. Taken back then by Braden Schneider. Schneider over then for Adam Sikora, who will dump it down low into the Buffalo end. Samuelsson will play that one off the boards. Back over then on the right side, trying to get that one away. Gavrikov steals it back and intercepted by the Sabres quickly. Here's a 3-on-2 the other way. It's dumped into the zone then by Tanner Pearson, who was acquired at the trade deadline by the Sabres. He'll throw that one back up top then to Samuelsson. Samuelsson to the point to Dahlin. Fumbles the puck a little bit. It's thrown back to center. Now Samuelsson gets it back for the Sabres, and they dump it down low into the Rangers zone. Shots 2-1 in favor of the Rangers here with 16:43 to go. Puck slides in on Luukkonen. He makes the save and covers right up. And taking a look at the starting goaltenders in further depth, Luukkonen this season, 29-3, a 2.55 and a .911 save percentage. He's been incredibly effective for the Sabres this season. On the other side, despite the Rangers' struggles this year, Igor Shesterkin has had a very good year regardless, playing in his 50th game of the year. 25, 17, and 6. A 2.50 and a .917. What's up, Dimitri? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Face-off coming up now in the Rangers zone. It'll be Miller taking the draw. He'll win it. Now Robertson will clear it back to center for the Rangers. Power battling for it on the right side. Stolen back by the Sabres and banked back to center. Here comes Tuck behind the net then. Shot by Thompson. Denied by Shesterkin. Rebound in front. Denied as well. And grab back then by Miller. Cleared to center. Byram. Over then for Power. Power will bank this one off the boards. Back over then for Tuck. Tuck moves in. Top circle. Shoots it above Shesterkin and wide. Trying to get that one on the right side then. Tuck was battling for it. A Ranger goes down in front. Krebs will play it back up top. Byram looking for options. Down low to Krebs. Krebs over then for Thompson. What a move around Miller. Feeds a pass up top. It's broken up by the Rangers. Here they come the other way. It's backhanded down low into the zone by Ty Cartier and picked up quickly by Buffalo here in their own end. Here's Owen Power. Former first overall pick. Gives it back over then and dumped down low into the Buffalo zone by Connor Timmins. Rangers will bank this one off the boards to center here. Nearly sent on a 1-0 breakaway was Alexis Lafreniere. Good stream, you're French. Nice. Well, hopefully you can understand me. Here come the Sabres the other way. McLeod with some room. Fires it. He scores! Ryan McLeod goes far side on Igor Shesterkin. And the Sabres open up the scoring less than 5 minutes into the first period. And that was off of a really nice shot there. McLeod got Shesterkin there on the angle and tucked it right past him on the right side. That's his 13th of the year from Zucker and Timmins. And it is an early 1-0 lead for the Rangers, for the Sabres. So there you go. Ryan McLeod. McLeod, fun fact, actually has a hat trick in a Watch with Nordic live commentary. He picks up his 13th goal of the year. Shots are now even at 3 apiece. And it is a 1-0 Sabres lead. Puck is dumped back down low then into the New York zone. Trying to play that one in the corner was Zach Benson. Norris will fire it on. It's denied there by Shesterkin on the right side. Another chance is denied as well. Rangers already giving up plenty of opportunities here. Through center, trying to take that one was Doan. It's broken up then by the Rangers. Here's Cooley. A shot. Luukkonen rebounds in front. And tied up was Cooley. He could not get the rebound on. Rangers keep it in. Into the zone. Fox a shot. And it goes just wide of Luukkonen. And banked back to center. 3-on-2 now for the Sabres. Norris over to Doan. Doan trying to throw a soft pass over. It was broken up. Rangers take it back the other way. 2-on-2 through center. Trocheck over to Cooley. Tied up there by Power. He's knocked off the puck pretty easily. Trocheck will play it behind the net then. Sabres end up getting it back to center anyway. Pearson battling for it then with Chomar. And broken up down low in the corner. Connor Sheary tried playing it. Chomar off the boards then. Robertson now through center. Sikora will dump it back down low. Here's Noah Laba. Down low in the corner as well. Another one of those young guys for the Rangers. We commentated his first NHL goal live on the channel in a game back in October. Clear back around then behind the net. Pearson gets it back for the Sabres. Battling for it in the corner then as well as Sikora. Intercepted in front. Lava shot denied there by Luukkonen. And picked back up then by the Sabres. Byram will backhand this one to center. Rangers get it back on the right side. Sabres are 34 for 42 when they score first this year. Miller dumps it down low then into the Buffalo zone. Here's Tuck. Intercepted then by the Rangers. Fox. Up top, Gavrikov is shot. It's gloved by Luukkonen. And some physicality in front of the Buffalo net as things get a little bit feisty here in this opening period. It's the first time we've streamed these teams in a while. And it's a good start. Ryan McLeod with the opening goal. It's a 1-0 lead for the Sabres here in this opening period. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. It helps out with the engagement, brings more people into the wonderful commentary. Let's go over the status report here between these two teams tonight. It is a long one, so get ready. Tyson Kozak is returning after being scratched for a 4-2 win against the Tampa Bay Lightning. Is this true? It is. Kozak is in the lineup. Again, obviously, for those who have watched the recurring streams, you guys will know that when I read the status report, sometimes it's wrong. So sometimes I have to check. Kozak is replacing Greenway, who has played in each of the past 4 games. Kesselring playing for the first time in 14 games. So he's back in the lineup tonight. Timmins also enters the lineup after being scratched the past 4 games. He already has an assist tonight. Kesselring and Timmins are replacing Shen and Stanley, who were on the third pairing against the Lightning. Alex Lyon sustained a minor injury during morning skate. He is not dressing tonight. And the Rangers did not make any changes to their lineup after the 8-1 win against the Caps on Sunday. So, there you go. That is the status report here for this game. Again, it's our first time in a while streaming these two teams. We haven't streamed the Rangers since late January. We haven't streamed them the longest of any other teams. The Sabres, more recent. The last time we streamed Buffalo, if I can find them here on my screen, was March 11th. So it's been a little bit. But regardless of that, feels good to be back here streaming these two teams. It's always fun commentating all 32 teams in the NHL, regardless of how good the streams do or what those teams are at in the standings. It's always fun commentating all 32, get a wide variety of teams instead of the same teams over and over again. Ryan McLeod with the only goal for Buffalo. It is a 1-0 lead for the Sabres. Shots are, I believe, 4 apiece. Assist on that McLeod goal are Zucker and Timmins. Face-off coming up now in the Buffalo zone. Thompson will take the draw then against Miller. JT Miller, captain of the New York Rangers. Face-off won by the Rags. Shot is blocked as it goes to the net. Samuelsson down low in the corner fighting with Miller. Dahlin back over then to Krebs. At the point, Rangers try keeping it in. Fox will get it back to center. Adam Fox on the right side battling for it then with Tuck. Fox will grab it then for the Rangers. Pass to center then. Cartier to Sherry. Connor Sherry will throw it behind the net then. Grab back by Miller. JT Miller down low in the corner. Up top then to Gavrikov. He'll fire it on. It goes wide. Cartier gets it back on the right side. He'll try and fire it as well. It's intercepted back to center. Now Samuelsson battling for it then with him as well. Samuelsson joining the rush. He made a nice pass over to Zucker. He couldn't get it in time. Here's a shot from Kesselring, and that one goes off of Shesterkin and back up to the point. McLeod back up top. Shot on there. Denied by Shesterkin. On the right side, Kesselring will bank this one back behind the net. Adam Fox off the boards then for Sherry, who will bank this one back to center. Buffalo gets it back now. It's Quinn over then for Zucker. Up top to McLeod. McLeod behind the net. Intercepted then by the Rangers. Peralt up to Zibanejad. Zibanejad will backhand it down low into the Buffalo zone. Now Power picks it up for the Sabres, who will play it through center. McLeod then over for Zucker, who will fire it down low. Shesterkin out of his own net then for Fortescue. Cross ice pass then to Lafreniere. Lafreniere to Peralt. That's been a really good connection these last couple of weeks. Gabe Peralt and Alexi Lafreniere. Laf throws it down low then to Zibanejad. Backhanded around behind the net. Trying to get to it is Peralt. A two-man battle there as well with Lafreniere against Power. Still a scramble for it behind the Buffalo net. Sabres will get it back to center. With speed, dumping it down low is Timmins. Taken back then by Schneider, who battles for it then with Norris. Puck slides in front. Don't a chance. Denied. Rebounds in front. And it's cleared back down low to the corner. Thrown back up top. Sabres keep it in. Dahlin up top. Fires it. It's deflected in front. They score. I believe it's going to be Zach Benson's goal. It was a deflection in front. And the Sabres already taking care of business here. They have a 2-goal lead before the halfway mark. They might look at this. Honestly, they'd be dumb not to. There was some interference in some way here on this play, at least from my blind eye. Let me see the replay here really quick. It was from a Dahlin shot up top through a deflection. They might try to challenge this. We'll see. You never know with goalie interference. Benson is in the crease. Does he interfere? Not really, no. So this probably doesn't come back, and it will not. Zach Benson from Rasmus Dahlin and Bowen Byram. The Sabres lead 2-0. Pearson dumps it behind the net then. Played off the boards then, down low by Kozak. Trocheck battling for it on the right side with Pearson. Brodzinski will throw a puck back up to the point. Byram keeps it into the line. Byram up top then. Pearson shoots it on. It's blocked. Here's Beck Malenstein behind the net then for Buffalo. Trying to throw a wraparound pass in front. Nobody was there. Byram picks it up. Pass over then to Dahlin. Shot on is blocked. Sabres trying to get that one back. Cooley over then for Brodzinski. Thrown back into the Buffalo zone. Now Trocheck behind the net for the Rangers. Will clear it off the boards up top. Gavrikov tried firing it on. Stolen back then by Thompson. Through center, Tuck. Taken back then by Chamar. And knocked off the puck then by Thompson. Sabres are giving it to the Rangers here on the physical end of things, even though the shots are the same. Krebs up top. Kesselring will fire it on. Saved there by Shesterkin. Now Laba battling for it on the right side. Backhanded behind the net. Then taken back by the Sabres. Tuck chips it off the boards. Down low then Krebs. Up top Samuelson. Cross ice pass. Kesselring fires it on. And that one is gloved by Shesterkin pretty easily at that. And we will head to commercial break. 9.5 minutes to go. Sabres lead the Rangers 2-0. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. It helps out with the engagement, brings more people into the wonderful commentary. Ryan McLeod and Zach Benson with the 2 goals so far. And that makes it a 2-0 lead for the Sabres here so far in this one tonight. Great start, though. Sabres are playing well. I feel like they're out-hitting the Rangers for sure, but when you got that physical top line, it's not hard to do. Shots are 9-7. Watch with Nordic goalie stats for these two teams in live commentary streams. Igor Shesterkin, not so good. 892 in 5 live commentary streams prior, so his numbers could certainly be better, that's for sure. Here's the thing, though. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen with worser numbers than him. Luukkonen has an 848 through 6 live commentaries, and that's basically based off of a absolute flounder in one of his first games of the year. He's really struggled to get back from that since in terms of his Watch with Nordic stats. 2-0 already. What's the weekend schedule? Only one game this weekend. It'll be on Sunday night, 9 o'clock Eastern Time. Mammoth and Flames. It is. I figured out my schedule for next week. I won't reveal it yet, but my schedule for next week does not include any Flames or Mammoth streams. So that is the last time we'll stream those two teams in the regular season. Calgary's out of the playoff race, so we won't stream them anymore after Sunday. But yeah, I'm also, while I am trying to make plenty of commentaries on teams that are in the playoff race, I'm also trying to make commentaries on teams that we won't stream for the rest of the year. Because once we get to the playoffs, we're going to stream like 16 teams, and then that's it. Half the league is done after that. So I'm trying to get some of the teams that are out of the playoff race a couple of streams in, so then that way, you know, we build up that side of things before the playoffs begin. Here's Laba battling for it down low, then trying to get that puck free was Cartier. It's broken up then by McLeod. Behind the net then the Dahlin. Rangers will steal it back in the corner then. JT Miller tried playing it around. Byram will bank it off the boards. Up top then, a shot from the point goes up. And out of play with 9:01 to go. That shot from up top came from Will Borgen. Yeah, 9:01 to go here in period number 1. Sabres with an early 2-0 lead. As expected, Rangers are the worst team in the Eastern Conference. Not a huge surprise there. Look forward to our game later on tonight. And our game later tonight will be a good one. I can tell you that. The San Jose Sharks and the Edmonton Oilers is on our later slate tonight. That should be an absolutely incredible game. I am beyond excited to see how that one plays out. Should be a lot of fun. Connor McDavid versus Macklin Celebrini. Here's Benson deking in. He's knocked down low then by Schneider. Schneider will chip it off the boards then. Back for Gabe Perreault, who's trying to clear. Sabres keep it in. Finally, the Rangers do get it to center. Perreault back over then Zibanejad. Zibanejad to Lafreniere. Lafreniere to Perreault. Perreault circles around. Will backhand it down low to the corner. Getting it back is Lafreniere. Pass over. Zibanejad can't tuck it. He was tripped. Sabres on penalty. Schneider a shot then is blocked. Played back around them behind the net. Sabres touch it. And it will not be a penalty. I couldn't tell from my angle, but it did look like Zibanejad was tripped. Icing against the Sabres at 8:13. Apologies, my clock was a little bit behind. Zibanejad with a really good chance there to tuck that one on the back door. Couldn't get it in time. Sometimes that's just how it goes, but not great luck there for Mika Zibanejad. And the Rangers, their struggles have been through the entire season. Face-off in the Sabres then is won by Buffalo. They will clear it back to center. Gavrikov down low now in the Rangers' end. Pick back up then through center. Trocheck. Cross-ice pass to Fox. Fox over then for Cooley. Up top for Fox. They throw it down low. It's a missed pass. Rangers still keep it in the zone, though. Gavrikov will fire it on. It's blocked. Now a two-man battle in the corner. Trocheck battling for it with Kesselring. It's stolen back then by Samuelson. Rangers keep it on the line. Fox will dump it down low. Cooley behind the net. Fighting here with Samuelson. Thrown back up top. Fox. Up top then. Shot on is deflected. Kept in the zone, though, by the rag still. Brodzinski fires it on. It's blocked. Rangers still have it. Brodzinski another chance. And that one goes up and out of play. So right now, if the playoffs begun today, the Sabres would take on Montreal. That would be a fun series to watch. Depending on how the Eastern Conference shapes up, if the playoffs, let's say Buffalo, they win the division in the Atlantic, they would play Boston more likely than not. If they end up winning the conference, they would take on probably the Ottawa Senators, or if another team can sneak in there. But I'm not exactly sure. Face-off here now in the Buffalo zone. One back then by the Rangers. Brodzinski will chip this one off the boards. Down low in the corner, Borgen battling for it then with Dahlin. Buffalo will carry it now through center. Tuck tried to send Krebs on a 1-on-0. It would have not been remotely close to offsides, though. Rangers carry it through center. Sherry intercepted then by the Sabres. Here's Thompson with the room. Comes in. Off the post. Tage Thompson had plenty of room and wrung it off the iron. He had a lot of room on that breakaway. Here's Tuck. Carries it into the zone. Shot on there is denied. Now battling for it on the right side. Schneider trying to get it free. Tuck will bank this one off the boards. Up top, Dahlin. Cross-ice pass to Byram, who battles for it then down low in the corner with Chamar. Taken back then by the Sabres. Up top, Krebs. Will look for options here now on the right side. Krebs, cross-ice pass. Shot on is blocked. Chamar trying to clear it. It's kept in, though, by the Sabres. Byram. Backhands it behind the net, then to Tuck. Let's go Flyers. Love to hear that. Tuck over then to Byram. A shot. It deflects wide of Shesterkin. Back down low to the corner. Fortescue trying to clear that one away. Rangers keep it in. Krebs over to Byram. Byram then for Quinn. Back up top. Byram cross ice pass. Here's McLeod. Regrouping down low. Krebs to McLeod. Back over to Byram. A shot. That one is blocked. As it's thrown back down low then into the New York zone and back to center. Now 5.5 minutes to go here in period number 1. Rangers pick it up down low then. Shesterkin will clear it off the boards. Now McLeod battling for it on the right side. Ryan McLeod trying to get that one free. Thrown back up to the point then. Cross ice pass for Quinn. Broken up by the Rangers. Here they come through center. Zibanejad 1-on-3 will throw it back for Lafreniere. Nice play there. The Perrault in front. Couldn't get the puck. Timmins off the boards then. Kept in by the Rangers. Fox battling for it then with Timmins. Luukkonen out of his own net to play it. He'll fire it around behind the net. Fox keeps it in. Shot on goes wide. Perrault down low in the corner. Gabe Perrault for the Rangers. Backhands it behind the net then. Lafreniere in front of Gavrikov. And a nice chance there was swiftly broken up. Zibanejad at the line. Could not keep that one in the zone. Now Quinn tried to race in and get that puck. Lafreniere dumps it down low into the Buffalo zone. Kesselring fighting with Perrault. Norris tried to throw a backhand there to center. Gabe Perrault will backhand this one off the board. Stolen back then by Timmins. Cross ice pass for the Sabres. Intercepted by the Rangers in their own zone. Robertson, the Perrault shot. And a good chance there is batted away by Luukkonen. Kept in though by the Rags. Shot on is denied. And covered up. Gabe Perrault with some chances there. Tage Thompson hit the post. Those 2 goals by the Sabres are still the only goals we have. 2-0 here in the first. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Shots are 11-8 in favor of the Sabres. We got 59 people here in this wonderful commentary. That's great to see. Thank you all for tuning in. If you enjoy the commentary, subscribe down below if you're new and like the stream as well. We do these commentaries every single week for all 32 teams during the regular season. We are streaming all of the Stanley Cup playoff games here. Well, maybe not all of them, but the vast majority of the Stanley Cup playoff games here on the channel. So be sure to subscribe so you don't miss that. I shouldn't say all of them. The vast majority of them will be live for most of the first, or basically all of the first round, all of the second round, all of the Stanley Cup finals. The third round, sometimes I take a break. Maybe take like a game or 2 off during the middle of the series, but maybe I won't this year. We'll see. Jawshorn. 2-0 lead for Buffalo. Ryan McLeod and Zach Benson get the 2 goals. Do I think the Sabres have a chance? I would say yes, since they're up 2-0. Big game coming up here later on tonight. The San Jose Sharks and the Edmonton Oilers is our later game here tonight. Connor McDavid versus Macklin Celebrini. I am prepared for that game. That should be a really fun one. I'm so excited for that one later on tonight. And that's probably going to be the game of the week. 2 100-point scorers there. I imagine there's going to be a lot of goals scored. But we shall see. Face-off coming up now here in just a moment. It'll be in the Sabres zone. Rangers got some pressure on. Face-off now in the Buffalo end is won back then by the Rags. Cooley trying to bank it down low. Rasmus Dahlin then will clear it to center. Battling forward then on the right side. Picked off the boards and cleared all the way back down low into the Sabres end. Samuelsson will get it back with 4 minutes to go in the first. Dahlin up ahead then through center. It's dumped back down low into the zone by the Rangers. Behind the net then, off the boards, Robertson. Back over then to Trocheck, who will get it to center. Cooley battling forward then with Dahlin. Pearson on the right side. Back down low then for Rasmus Dahlin. Without a stick there is Beck Malenstein. He is missing his skate blade. He gets pulled to the bench. Here's Thompson, Deacon through center. He's going in 1-on-5, fires it wide of Shesterkin. He nearly got all the way through. Sabres are forced out of the zone. They tried to come back in, but it was an offsides against Buffalo. Faceoff will come outside of the Rangers zone. What Stanley Cup final would I like to see? So, that question is interesting because, again, like, I get asked that question a lot. Honestly, I would prefer, like, almost any cup final. Generally speaking, 70% of the finals that we see, I'm very happy with. I would love to see an Edmonton Oilers versus Tampa Bay Lightning Cup final. I think that would be incredible. I think that'd be so much fun. McDavid versus Kucherov. It just sounds like box office to me. But there's plenty of other good ones, too, like Hurricanes, Golden Knights, or something like that. Like, I think there's a couple of good matchups for sure. Rangers will dump it around back behind the net. Then Miller battling forward with Byram. It's a two-man battle here in the corner. Thompson gets it free. He'll deke around center. Stolen back by the rag. Sherry pass over in front. Miller jabbing at that puck. Couldn't get it there. Now Laba a chance. And that one goes wide. Puck is cleared all the way back to center. Rangers will get it back then here in their own zone. Gavrikov will dump it down low into the Sabres end. Zucker back over then for Owen Power behind the net. Power gets it back for Buffalo. Cleared back to center then. Coming up then with speed is Zucker. Chipped off the boards then by the Rangers. Through center then Sikora. Pass over then to Chomar. Yaroslav Chomar battling for it then behind the net. Trying to get that one free. Fighting as well with Sikora. Up top is Fortescue. Sikora gets it back then for the Rangers. Below the line. Pass over then is blocked. Schneider up top. Fires it on. Save in front. Rebounds there on Luukkonen. It's in the crease. And cleared away by the Sabres. Couple of good chances here for the Rangers. They're getting a couple of good opportunities in the offensive zone. And we have a penalty coming up here. It's against the Sabres. It's going to be on Ryan McLeod. And we're going to get a Rangers power play coming up here now in just a moment. 2-0 lead for the Sabres. Sabres with a 2-0 lead here. Ryan McLeod and Zach Benson. Rangers are going to get the first power play of the game here tonight, late in this first period. 1:36 to go. If they don't score on this power play, it will carry over into the second period for a little bit of change. It is Ryan McLeod for tripping, I believe is going to be the call. Shots are 11-10 in favor of the Sabres, and the power play is underway. Faceoff won by the Rangers. Miller, pass in front. Shot there from Lafreniere goes wide. Up top, then Adam Fox tried to control that puck. It slides back down low into the Rangers' end. Zibanejad picks it up for New York. Zibanejad drop back then for Lafreniere. Off the boards to Miller. Dump back down low. Lafreniere was tripped. No call there against the Sabres either. Cleared back down low then into the Rangers zone. Fox gets it back for New York. Drop back then to Zibanejad. Miller through center. Nice little stick there by Norris to break it down a little bit. Rangers hold it here in their own zone. Here's Lafreniere. Carries it into the zone. Down low, Trocheck battling for it. It's kept in the zone by the Rags, by Fox. Zibanejad behind the net. Zibanejad over then, Miller up top, Fox in front, they score! Alexi Lafreniere with another redirection, 39 seconds to go on the clock, and the Rangers are on the board, a power play goal, it's 2-1. What a play by Adam Fox to keep that puck into the line, and Lafreniere with a nice little redirection in front on that Fox shot. Makes it a 2-1 hockey game here in the final minute of play in the first period. Lafreniere is 23rd of the year from Fox and Miller. Just spat something out of my mouth. I'm not sure what that was at all. Anywho. 2-1 hockey game now. Time winding down on this first period. Power play goal for Lafreniere. Battling for it in the corner, then trying to get that one free was Dahlin. Puck slides in there on Lucone, and he gets it with the blocker. And we will see another face-off. 25 seconds to go in this opening period. Well-played hockey game here from both sides. Rangers, despite obviously having some struggles, they played well considering the fact. And that power play goal puts them down by 1. You'll take that heading into the first intermission. One last chance, though, for the Rags to tie it. Cartier fires it on. It goes wide of Luukkonen with 10 to go. Down low in the corner, then trying to get that one free is Laba. Fighting with Dahlin. 3 seconds to go. Cooley in the corner. Not enough time. That'll do it. Some physicality here in this first period. Cartier tried running into, I think it was Byram. He fell onto the ground. Now there's a whole line brawl going on here in the Sabres zone to end off this eventful first period here. 3 goals were scored. 2 from the Sabres, 1 from the Rangers. It is a 2-1 hockey game here after 20 minutes of play. That being said, folks, it is intermission time. Go get a snack. Go get a drink. Do what you got to do. This is the countdown to period number 2 coming up in just a moment. And as always, guys, thank you all for tuning in. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. It helps out with the engagement, bringing more people into wonderful commentary. We're already at 16 likes here on the stream. We've had about 60 people at the peak. That's pretty good. Who do I think will win? The Sabres. I think the Sabres will win. Let's take a look at the poll here really quick. How is the poll doing? 36 of you voted. You voted 83% in favor of the Sabres so far. Not too bad. Not too shabby. We'll see if you're right. Ooh, I forgot about that. I got to re-download CapCut. So we'll take a breather here, and we'll talk about the first period itself, and then we'll get into period number 2 here in about 17 minutes or so. What's up, Sharky? How we doing? Better late than never, damn right. Pretty good first period, I'll take it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. Easing back into the grind. It's been a couple of weeks. We had a couple of weeks off. Mostly. Not because I wanted to, by the way. I would love to do more commentaries than I did towards the end of March. All right, comment anything you guys want to talk about in the comment section down below. There is a money icon on your screen. Should be like a $ icon on your screen. That should be how you can donate. Not expected, though. You don't have to donate. You don't have to donate. I'm not asking for donations. I just have that there to keep track of how much donations we get over the course of the entire season. I would say nearly $600 off a donation solely is pretty darn good, if I do say so myself. So I'm very thankful for that. Again, it's been incredible what we've been able to do this year. I'm really grateful for your guys' support. Donations are never asked for, but they are always appreciated. I mean, never expected. Well, I mean, I'm not asking for donations either. Give me money. Give me money. Show me the money. Good stream, your French. Nice. Well, hopefully you can understand me. Here come the Sabres the other way. McLeod with some room. Fires it. He's... Asking for donos without asking for donos. Yup. Is this a Rangers fan channel? No. It is not. I'm just a commentary YouTuber. I commentate all 32 teams. I commentate the Rangers here and there. I make videos on the Rangers, but it's not like a daily thing. Good stream, your French. Nice. Well, hopefully you can understand me. Here come the Sabres the other way. McLeod with some room. Fires it. He... Oh, it's still off. Do you think Logan Stanley pushed Buffalo over the edge? Yes. McLeod with some room. Fires it. He scores. Ryan McLeod goes far side on Igor Shesterkin, and the Sabres open up the scoring less than 5 minutes in. Oh my God, why did the Sabres only make their clip like 2 seconds long? Into the first period. All right, perfect. Uploading a commentary clip for the channel. First commentary clip in a while, actually. I haven't done one in the last 2 streams. The last night's stream for Nashville and Anaheim, I just wasn't that big of a fan of my commentary calls, to be honest. And it wasn't that great of a stream, generally, like that great of a game, generally speaking, so... There we go. Hey, what's up, Lori? All right, just updating this here really quick. One more game going on currently, as of right now. That is the Maple Leafs and the Capitals, still scoreless. Ilya Protas making his NHL debut, the Pro Tie, for the first time. All right. My phone is at 9%, guys. This is not good. Is Quinn in? Jack Quinn? Yes, Jack Quinn is playing. Check the odds for the West teams making it. Why are the Sabres are the Jets kind of back in it? Why are you going on? I'll go on Money Puck, not Puckpedia. Jets are kind of in it. Jets have a... That's not the circle. 6% chance for the Jets to make it, if that's what you want me to look at. All right. I'm getting distracted. You guys keep distracting me. It's all right. No worries. I'm just messing around. Jack Quinn got some money on him. 2.5 on goal. Okay. Still possible. He hasn't looked too bad tonight, but we'll see if he gets a goal tonight. So a 2-1 lead for Buffalo after 20 minutes of play. It's Ryan McLeod, Zach Benson, and Alexi Lafreniere pick up the goals in that one. Lafreniere, power play goal. But McLeod opened up the scoring, shooting on far side of Igor Shesterkin's blocker, and then a nice little play in front for Zach Benson, who deflected a Dahlin shot. Made it a 2-0 hockey game. Then Lafreniere, a power play deflection. Cut the lead in half, and it's a 2-1 hockey game after 40 minutes of play. Well-played game from both sides. Goaltender stats so far tonight. We'll start off on the Sabres side. Luukkonen, 11 saves on 12 shots, 9-17. Shesterkin, 9 saves on 11 shots, 818 as of now. Remembered you're a Jets fan, W Memory. I remember, I try to remember, like, if you guys are returning members on the stream, I usually remember what teams you guys are fans of. I do this so much that, like, it's all I think about. All right. That's all done. Update the all-time score sheet. Tomorrow we'll be live for Red Wings, Flyers, and what's the other game we're doing? Sharks and Ducks is tomorrow's commentary schedule. Gonna try and get back into the videos too as we head closer to the playoffs. Definitely something. I know, like, I'm not giving up on it, but I definitely need to improve the video production, the long form video production, heading into next season for sure. Definitely something to improve upon.
It makes life so much easier, and even if you protect the puck and wait for help, at least you're not going to give up that bang offensive scoring chance. That's the key.
Just subbed and bell on. Thank you, Marcus. I appreciate it. That means a lot, guys. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. We are a little bit over 60 subscribers away from 5,600. Am I doing the Sharks tonight too? Yes, I am. I am doing the Sharks tonight. So 2 San Jose streams here over the next 24 hours. And this is going to be a good one tonight. Sharks and Oilers, I'm looking forward to that one. I've had that marked on my calendar for a while. Ignore the emoji. I was figuring you did that by accident or something. A little bit inappropriate, Sharky. It's a little inappropriate, huh? Connor Timmins. 0-1-1. Connor Timmins' first Watch with Nordic point all time. It's always a first time for everything. Timmins becomes the 751st player to register a point in a live commentary. That's crazy. Anywho. Got about 8 minutes to go here until the start of period number 2. Going through the stats here. Zach Benson, first goal in a Watch with Nordic commentary. Who do I got? Sharks, Oilers. I think the Sharks will win. I think the Sharks are going to win. I want to see San Jose win. I think that would be awesome. Nordic lives Detroit. My girlfriend loves Detroit. I don't know about me, though. They're playing my favorite team tomorrow, so I don't know if I can love them tomorrow. No, I don't have a problem with Detroit, really. I like Detroit. They're a fun team to watch. But they're playing my team tomorrow, and I need my team to win. I need the Flyers to win. Alexis Lafreniere, first goal in a live commentary. All right, still updating this really quick, guys. Almost done. JT Miller with an assist on that Lafreniere goal as well. It's his 34th of the year. All right. What's the number one team that I can't stand? You're making it really hard on me. There's a couple of teams that, like, better than the Flyers. Okay, buddy. Okay, who's above the playoff line? No, I'm just messing around. Number one team that I can't stand. It's not Pittsburgh. Like I know I'm a Flyers fan, but it's really not the Penguins. I like the Penguins. One team that I can't stand. That's an awesome question. For a while, it was the Islanders. I hated the Islanders for a while back in the early days when I used to make videos on the channel when I was in like middle school. I hated the Islanders back then. Now, I don't really know if I have one that I can't stand. There's some teams that I like more than others, but generally, like I don't have a, there's really no number one team. What's up, Christine? I'm doing good. How are you? About to sneeze. I can feel it coming. Got a ticket on Sharks just because you said it. Thank you, Marcus. We'll see if I'm right. Wouldn't be shocked if I'm wrong though. That's good. Good to hear. The original plan was I was going to do the Sharks 3 times this week because I thought I wasn't going to be streaming on Tuesday. But unfortunately, they needed me on Monday to work. Is this the second? No, this is the first. Second period coming up in about 3 minutes. 3 minutes till the second, guys. Why am I watching a girl get hit by a car 3 times? I just watched this girl get hit by a car 3 times in a row. On my feet. Oh my god. Wouldn't be shocked if I'm wrong. 2 have been hit or miss lately, especially on Supercross. Oh yeah, for sure. How was my day today? It was good. Had school. I'm tired, though. I'm very tired. Damn Hunter Lawrence. Yeah. Yeah, right? Oh, shoot. Hey. Speed Antiques with a $10 dono. Malt money, $5 shakes for you and the girl. I'm sure Cadence will appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Speed Antiques. I really appreciate it. I was screenshotting it to send to my girlfriend. But thank you, bro. I appreciate that. That means a lot. She'll love that.
It feels good to find the right fit. It feels good to Geico. There's something important I need to tell you.
What's up, Rock and Roar? I'm doing good. How are you? Good to see you here in the stream. Why is my phone not charging? I don't know, guys. There we go. All right. Thank you, Speed Antiques, for the dono. I really appreciate it. All right, second period coming up. I believe right now. My screen's black. Yes, we are. Second period. is about to get underway here from MSG between the New York Rangers and the Buffalo Sabres. First period recap, goals were scored by Ryan McLeod, Zach Benson, and Alexis Lafreniere, making it a 2-1 lead for the Sabres after 20 minutes of play. Getting ready for the next 20 here coming up. Stats through 20. Shots are 12-11 in favor of the Rangers. Faceoffs are 75% in favor of the Rangers as well. Power plays, Rangers are 1 for 1. Sabres have to have a power play tonight. Hits are 11-8. Block shots are 14-3 in favor of the Sabres. Face off here now at center. We are underway for the second period. Battling for it then at center. Miller stolen back then by Krebs. Down low then into the Rangers zone. Shesterkin chipped off the boards on the right side then Gavrikov. Cleared back over then for Miller. Off the boards, Thompson gets it back, coming into the zone, a backhand on, he's tripped. And that's a penalty against the Rangers, and we are going to get a Sabres power play coming up. Sabres are 0 for their last 11 on the power play. We'll see if they're able to convert here now coming up in just a moment. Face-off will be in the Rangers zone. It was Tage Thompson who was trying to get a backhand on Shesterkin. He was tripped down to the ground, and it resulted in a Sabres power play. Adam Fox will serve the penalty. And there's a clock issue going on the in the Rangers arena. It's 1930. Oh, not 94-10, 1937. Face-off coming up here now in the Rangers zone. Trocheck versus Zucker. Whistle blown dead immediately off the draw. And the clock is reset yet again. We'll try this one once more. It's Zucker versus Trocheck. Face-off is won back then by the Sabres. Cleared back around behind the net then. Quinn in front, jabbing at that puck on Shesterkin. Norris trying to get that one in front. And bank back off the boards to center. Dahlin over then on the right side. And grabbed back by Norris. Norris to Dahlin. Dahlin will drop it back to Norris, who carries it into the Rangers zone. Thompson backhands it up top. Dahlin to Quinn. Back up top, Rasmus Dahlin. Cross ice pass over then for Norris. Norris down low for Zucker. Zucker up top. Dahlin a shot. It's blocked. And grabbed back quickly then by the Sabres. Norris to Thompson. He gets it back down low. Stick handles in. Backhand on. It's blocked. Quinn a chance. Dietrich trying to rebound in front. Denied. What a poke by Braden Schneider. He forces the play back to center. That was a great play. Zucker battling for it then with Miller. Chipped off the boards then, down low into the Sabres zone. They will regroup with it now on their own end, halfway through the power play. Dahlin will dump it down low then into the Rangers' end. Tage Thompson off the boards then on the right side, grabbed back by Norris. Norris over to Quinn. Quinn up top then for Dahlin. Dahlin will throw it back over to Quinn below the line. Up top, Dahlin. Back to Quinn. Less than 30 to go. Thompson on the right side in front. Dahlin, a shot goes off of Shesterkin and out of play. Actually, I don't know if that got on Shesterkin. We'll have to see. And it looks like it did. Puck went up and out of play. Good movement by the Sabres. They just need to get shots on. Face-off will come here now in the Rangers zone once again. Puck is won back so well by Buffalo. It goes down low into their own zone. Byram carries it now through center. 10 seconds to go. Byram will backhand it down low. Here with speed then is McLeod. McLeod into the zone back to Benson. Benson up top then for Byram. A shot on is blocked. Power play is over. Grab back then by the Rangers. Here's Fox, a 3-on-2 developing. Fox will dump it down low then into the Buffalo zone. Tage Thompson behind the net then back over to Power. Power to Byram. Gets around the defense back down low into the New York zone. Fortescue off the boards for Fox. Perrault battling for it then with Zibanejad. Broken up then by the Rangers. Here's Lafreniere on a breakaway. Comes in. He scores! Tie game here in New York, and Alexis Lafreniere sent it a 1-0 breakaway by the rookie Drew Fortescue. And the Rangers have tied the game. It's 2-2. What a shot by Alexis Lafreniere. It was off a Sabres turnover. Fortescue noticed Lafreniere going down and all alone. And that shot went in and out for Alexis Lafreniere. What a nice play that was. And the Rangers have tied the hockey game. Down low now here in the Rangers zone. Malenstein threw a puck in front, denied there by Shesterkin, who will cover up that puck. I apologize, I was a little bit behind, so I was catching myself up there. Lafreniere from Fortescue. Lafreniere's second goal of the game. And the second career point for Fortescue makes it a 2-2 hockey game here in the second period. Suddenly, we got a game, folks. Now we have to see where it goes from here. Thank you all for tuning in. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. Power battling forward then alongside Krebs. Bank back down low then. Chipped off the boards to center. Here comes Thompson. Tage Thompson spins around. Battling for it then with Tuck. Tuck will dump it behind the net then. Cleared back into the corner. Norris below the line. Up top. Shot on is blocked. Poke checked away there by the Rangers through center. Connor Sheary breaks it in. That's offsides at the Buffalo line. Alexis Lafreniere. 2 goals here tonight. You'll love to see that. 24 goals on the year. His 10th career multi-point game. And now Lafreniere with that goal. He's played really well here, especially since the Olympic break for sure. With 24 goals now, he is just 4 back of his career high. It's unlikely he reaches it, but still a solid season nonetheless. He's broken his assist record, or his assist career stat line. Rangers get it back now. Here they come through center with speed as Will Cooley. He'll gain the red line and dumps it down low. Brodzinski gets it back then for the Rags. Trocheck down low behind the net. Banked off the boards then by Buffalo and cleared all the way back into the Rangers' end. Gavrikov off the boards then for Cooley. Cooley tries to bank it down low. Here breaking it now through center is Matthias Samuelsson. He's got some speed. Norris on the right side, intercepted then by Perrault. Perrault drop back then to Fox. Now Zibanejad gets it to center. Fires it off of Luukkonen. And that one goes back behind the net. Sabres trying to get this one back. They attempt to poke check at the center. Doan will bank it back down low. Here's Josh Norris on the right side. He's got some room. He'll try and get around Fortescue. Will backhand it down low then for Samuelsson. Off the boards then Doan. Up top to Byram. A shot tipped in front. And it goes wide. Lafreniere knocked down low into the corner. Samuelsson battling forward then with Fortescue. Here's Schneider in the corner. Chips it off the boards. Kept in then by the Sabres. Benson Feeds a pass in front. Lafreniere breaks it up. Now Zibanejad below the line. I believe this is the third straight game where the Rangers have had a multi-goal game from one player. Peralt backhands it around behind the net then. Yaroslav Chomar will pick that one up. Throws it up top then to Fox. Cleared back into the corner then for Laba. Laba throws it up to the point. Shot there is blocked in front. It's in the crease. Backhand on Sable. Couldn't rebound in front. Laba with a good chance there. Could not get it past. He'll keep it in the zone. Laba up top. Gets around. Will throw it wide of Thompson. Now Borgen backhands it around behind the net. Then Power will clear this one to center. Malenstein will dump it down low. Shots are 15-14 here in favor of the Sabres, but the Rangers are the ones that have tied this game up at 2. Chalmar battling forward then in the corner, taken back by the Sabres. Here's Dahlin. Clears it down low then into the Rangers zone. Off the boards, Tuck battling for it. Rags will attempt to get it to center. Here's Adam Fox. Into the zone with some room. Sends it through the boards, then up top to Miller. Miller clears it around behind the net, then to Laba. Laba battling for it then with Kesselring. Miller is there as well. Dahlin down low with Thompson. Thrown back to center now. Kesselring takes it with speed. Thrown back down low then into the Rangers' end. Gavrikov battling for it then with Krebs. Here's Adam Fox on the right side. We'll throw this one to center. Puck slides all the way back into the Sabres zone. This one will be an icing. And we get some pushing and shoving down low in the Rangers zone between Krebs and Gavrikov. Physicality has definitely been a big factor in this game tonight. These two teams have only faced off twice before. This is the rubber match of the series. The Rangers took the first game in October. It was a 4-0 shutout. The Sabres beat the Rangers 5-2 in the second game. That came on January 8th. And that was when the Sabres were on that hot streak. And they still are, technically, but Sabres are in a playoff spot. The Rangers are now eliminated. These 2 points do matter for the Sabres if they want to get that Atlantic Division title. It's likely if they win the division, they would take on the Boston Bruins. Zucker versus McLeod battling for it down low. Up top, Samuelson, cross-ice pass. Shot on is blocked. Back down low then in the corner. McLeod behind the net then for Fox. Adam Fox now battling for that puck down low. Grab back by Schneider. Schneider through center. Puck is tipped. It slides in there on Luukkonen. Grab back behind the net then by Samuelson. Off the boards, Trocheck. Trocheck will look for options. Shot down low is blocked. Brodzinski trying to get that one free. Trocheck backhands it down low. Cooley fighting with Malenstein. Rangers throw it up top. Then Fortescue a shot. It's blocked through the traffic. Down low now in the corner. Cooley fighting them with Timmins. Sabres will get this one back to center. Rangers will regroup in their own end. Shots are dead even here as we move closer to the halfway mark. Looking forward to Hagens' first game. Yeah, I know. I need to stream the Bruins soon. Sadly, it's probably not going to be till the playoffs. But I need to get another Bruins stream in. Hopefully at some point. Here's Benson. Back off the boards then for Doan. Doan battling for with Norris. Norris over then for Benson down low in the corner. Lafreniere is there as well battling for that puck. Benson throws it up top. Byram a shot goes wide. Back up to the point then. Power. Cross-ice pass to Byram. Byram to Power. Waits for options. Fires it. It's gloved by Shesterkin. And he'll cover up. I am very happy with Martone. You're damn right. I love Martone. Alexis Lafreniere with 2 goals tonight. The power play goal and the game-tying goal. It's 2-2 here from New York. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. It helps out with the engagement, brings more people into the wonderful commentary. We have 60 people here in this live commentary stream. I greatly appreciate it. Again, subscribe down below if you're new.
Not checking who was sitting behind me was
Oh my goodness, what a game so far. Good back and forth opportunities. Alexis Lafreniere, 24th goal of the year. That's his second highest goal total in his NHL career. He has his highest assist total in his career and second high points total. He's really converted well with Gabe Perreault. That's been a really fun pair of guys to watch. And then Drew Fortescue gets the assist. He's coming over from the NCAA. Fortescue playing for Team USA in the World Junior Championships for a couple of years at this point. He was a third-round draft pick back in 2023. Before coming to the Rangers, he was with Boston College. Had to confirm that really quick. I figured, but wasn't exactly sure. He did not play in the World Juniors this year, so a little bit of a correction there on my part. He did not play in the World Juniors this year. This is his 7th NHL game. The Stanley Cup playoffs begin in 10 days from now. Not 100% sure what the first night of games are going to be, but we will be live for them. I can guarantee you the first 2 weeks of the Stanley Cup playoffs, we will be live every single day, commentating nearly all of the games on the slate. It's going to be a fun 2 weeks. I'm so excited. But first off, we got 2 more weeks to go. Here's Dahlin, a shot on there, saved by Shesterkin. Obviously, a little bit less than 2 weeks. Like 10 days, I would say. A week from Saturday is the first batch of games. We will be live from April 18th to at least April 28th. So like 10 days in a row of commentaries. I'm so excited. It's going to be a lot of fun. Only one confirmed series so far. Here's JT Miller, a shot on there. He decides not to take it. Thrown back up top, then to Fox. Fox will fire it on. It's blocked through the traffic. Tuck off the boards, broken up then by Miller. Nice play by Miller. In front then Sherry, a shot. That one is blocked. Sabres will get it back. They'll move it through center. Pass over then to Dahlin. Dahlin gets around Miller. And it's blown dead for an offsides. Only one confirmed series in the playoffs. That is the Minnesota Wild and the Dallas Stars. That'll be one hell of a matchup. Those two teams have dueled it out here a while. Face-off coming up here now again outside of the Rangers zone. It's Laba versus McLeod. Face-off won back by the Rangers. Chipped off the boards to center. Robertson gets it back for the Rags. He'll deke through center off the boards to Laba, who will carry it down low into the Buffalo end. In the corner, Adam Sikora. Back over then for Laba. Laba chips it off the boards up top. Cross-ice pass then. And backhanded off the boards by the Sabres to center. Zucker backhands it down low. Stolen back then by Sikora. Sikora off the boards then for Laba. Whoever wins that series, depending on if the Avalanche get eliminated, they have a pretty good shot at going deep. For sure. I agree with that rock and roll. I would love to see the Wild win, but I think the Stars will win anyway. I don't really care. I just hope and I know it's going to be good hockey. Sabres will clear this one back to center. Fortescue. Cross-ice pass to Schneider. Schneider at center then with Cooley. Stolen back then by the Sabres. They'll regroup now on their own end. Byram will chip it off the boards to center. Fortescue gives it back to Trocheck. Rangers break it into the Buffalo zone. Cooley up top to Schneider. Schneider shoots it on, blocked. Power. Battling for it then with Kesselring. On the right side then, Pearson battling for with Cooley. Now Kesselring behind the net. Power. Off the boards to Fortescue. Fortescue down low then for Brodzinski. Back up top, Fortescue. Cross ice pass to Schneider. A shot denied by Luukkonen, who makes the save. 8.5 remaining here in period number 2. 2-2 here in this Wednesday night matchup. Thank you all for tuning in. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. It is always greatly appreciated. Shots are 18-16 in favor of the Rangers. Don't forget, later on tonight will be the Buffalo Sabres. That's what we're doing right now. It'll be the San Jose Sharks and the Edmonton Oilers. Connor McDavid versus Macklin Celebrini. That'll be one of our best commentaries of the year, I can already tell. I am super duper excited for it, so stay tuned for that. That is coming later on tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Stream will start around 9:58, depending on how long this game goes. Might wait a little bit to start the stream since how long this one took to get underway, but we'll see. Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun, rock and roll. I'm looking forward to it. Tomorrow, we got Flyers and Red Wings, and then Ducks and Sharks. Tomorrow, there's a pretty good slate of games as well. The Lightning play the Canadiens tomorrow. That'll be a fun matchup to see. Maple Leafs play the Islanders. Sabres are back in action tomorrow, taking on the Blue Jackets. Panthers play the Sens. Another good night? Hell yeah. It's always a good night when we're commentating, right? Face-off coming up here now in just a moment. It'll be in the Sabres zone. It's one back by Buffalo. Here they come through center. Dump back down low, then into the Rangers end. Now Benson fighting with Fox. Fox down low in the corner fighting with Benson. Hard to tell because Jackie Redmond's interviewing Sullivan right now. Puck is banked back down low, then into the Sabres end. Peralt kind of falls on his skates there a little bit. Sabres are trying to get it back to center. Gavrikov. It's a battle right outside of the Sabres zone. Puck gets a weird bounce there off of Luukkonen. Rangers keep it in the zone. Peralt back over to Zibanejad. Sabres are trying to get on that puck. Dahlin back over to Fox. Back over then for Dahlin. Here's Power. Back over then for Dahlin, who brings it into the zone. It's broken up then by Lafreniere. Here he comes through center. He'll fire it into the Buffalo zone. Dahlin back then for Samuelson. Through center. Tuck. Poke checked away. Rangers get it back now through center. Miller will dump it down low into the Buffalo end. Luukkonen will get it back. Throws it around behind his own net. Sherry racing for it. Rangers playing a little bit aggressive here in this second. Samuelson off the boards, battling for it then with Borgen. Krebs down low in the corner then, fighting with Cartier. Dahlin back up to Tuck. Krebs with some room, broken up then by the Rangers. Borgen will hold it against the boards, battling for it then as Krebs down low. Thompson is there as well. Trying to get that one free. Robertson will chip it off the boards. Miller trying to get that one loose. I just heard a hot mic there of someone saying, get the F out of the way. Cartier with a near turnover there for Thompson. Rangers regroup. 6.5 minutes to go here in the second. Delayed penalty coming up against the Sabres. I didn't see the call. Here's Trocheck. Down low in the Rangers zone. Shesterkin goes to the Rangers bench. 6-on-5. Trocheck carries it through center. Passes it back then. And poke checked up top. Zibanejad down low. Tipped away. Cooley to Zibanejad. Zibanejad to Fox. Mika Zibanejad then on the right side fighting with McLeod. Fox over in front. Denied by Luukkonen was Brodzinski. The Sabres touch. What a stop for Luukkonen. Oh my goodness. This penalty is going to be on Thompson. And the Rangers, who have been playing pretty well these last few minutes, they're going to get another power play here moving into the latter stages of this second period. Rangers money line. We'll see if you get it, bro. What a chance for Brodzinski in front. Why Brodzinski's out there, your guess is as good as mine. Thank you all for tuning in. We have 70 people here in this Wednesday night commentary stream. That's great to see. I appreciate all your guys' support. I'm running low on water. Might need to go grab some water in this intermission. Oh, my eyes. Rangers power play coming up here in a moment. Got to get Trash together for tomorrow. How's Quinn looking? He's getting the chances. Not too bad. Still got another period left, though. He doesn't look too bad, Marcus. Just got to see. Maybe you'll get lucky, bro. Rangers power play coming up here now. Rangers are 1 for 1 tonight on the man advantage. Keep an eye out for Alexis Lafreniere. 2 goals tonight. Multi-point game for him. The only multi-point game so far in this one. This is, again, the 3rd straight game for the Rangers where they have had a player have a multi-goal game. I believe there was 2 on Sunday. Face-off here in the Buffalo end is won back then by the Rangers. Fox to Zibanejad. Over then for Lafreniere. Lafreniere in front for Miller. Miller below the line, back up top. Lafreniere to the point. Fox to Zibanejad. Zibanejad in front. Trocheck battling for it. Lafreniere takes it back. Up top then Fox. Back to Zibanejad. Zibanejad down low then Trocheck. For Zibanejad. Below the line then Trocheck. Up top Fox. Waits. Fires it. He scores! Adam Fox on the power play. Slips it past Luukkonen. His 9th goal of the year, and the Rangers have taken the lead. It's 3-2. Another power play goal. Took a chance. Well, the Rangers have come back, so maybe you'll be able to hit that bet. We'll see, bro. Adam Fox on the power play from Trocheck and Zibanejad. It is a 3-2 lead for the Rangers. 4:45 on the clock. Down low behind the net then. McLeod battling for it. Thrown up top. Kesselring. Cross ice pass to Dahlin. Shot there goes wide. Below the line then. Dahlin picks it up. Cross ice pass then for McLeod. McLeod up top. Byram. Back to McLeod. McLeod will clear it around behind the net then to Dahlin. Lafreniere was in front. I thought maybe he got that tip. That's why I laid it for a moment. At the point, shot on goes wide. And Shesterkin covers up that puck regardless. With 4:12 on the clock. I apologize. My clock is a little bit behind. For some reason, I'm falling behind in the game broadcast, so I have to catch myself up at points. I think it's my Wi-Fi. What's up, T-Stat? How we doing? Welcome to the stream. We have crossed over the 1,000 view mark on this commentary. Thank you all so much. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. We are now less than 40 subscribers or 60 subscribers away from 5,600. Shots on goal are dead even here in this second period. 4:12 to go. Face-off is won by the Sabres. Thompson. Pass up top is broken up. Rangers will take it now through center. 3-on-2. Cooley back down low to Brodzinski. Pass is blocked by Byram. Byram will backhand it off the boards to center. Here's Krebs with some room. He'll break it into the Rangers zone now, fighting for it with Borgen. Trocheck will backhand it off the boards, then puck slides to center. McLeod back down low for Power. Power up top then for Tuck. Poke checked away. Trocheck will send Perreault. Perreault with some room. Comes in. Puck goes up in the air. Brodzinski a shot. And that one goes wide. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that, T-Stat. Means a lot. And we're going to see a power play here. It's going to be on the Sabres. Rangers just took a tough one. It's going to be Trocheck, who has an assist tonight. I didn't see the play fully. I need to see it. Oh, yeah. That's a slash. Slashing penalty coming up on Trocheck. The Sabres will head to the power play for the second time tonight. Sabres are 0 for 1 tonight on the man advantage. We'll see if that continues. The Rangers have scored 3 unanswered goals here on the Sabres. Buffalo needs to answer back before this one gets out of hand. Face-off coming up again now in the Rangers zone. Norris versus Zibanejad. Off the draw, Sabres win it. Dahlin at the point, back over then to the right side. Here's Zucker, a shot. It's blocked. Dahlin a chance, and that one goes wide off Shesterkin. Taken back on the right side then by Zucker. Zucker fighting then with Schneider. Trying to get that puck free with 3 minutes to spare. Norris is tripped. Rangers take it back regardless. It's a strut and a break the other way. Laba 3-on-2. Gavrikov up top. Fires it. And it's off of Dahlin and out of play. Sabres are unhappy after a missed call there on, I think it was Zucker who was tripped. Or, sorry, Norris. And yeah, that's a trip. But sometimes those calls are missed. Thankfully, the Rangers want to break away the other way. The Sabres stopped it before it got fatal. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes there's missed calls. Kind of have to go with it, to be honest. That is what it is. Face off in the Buffalo end. Sabres are still on the power play, by the way. Sabres will take that puck behind their own net. Dahlin, 1:30 to go on the man advantage. Here's Dahlin now through center. Dahlin will drop it back. Through the zone then with speed is Norris. Norris back over then for Thompson. Thompson up top to Norris. Cross ice pass Dahlin. Puck is chipped down low into the Rangers zone. McLeod trying to look for that puck in the corner. Off the board, Sheary. Back over then for Quinn. Sabres now set up. Halfway through the power play. Dahlin a shot deflected wide. And another penalty is coming up on the Rangers. So Buffalo's going to get a 5-on-3 here after Gavrikov took a penalty. And it's a cross-checking call on Gavrikov. So we're going to get 56 seconds of 5-on-3, followed by a much longer Sabres power play. So this is a good chance for Buffalo. They can tie the game up here if they play their cards right. This is a big opportunity. A big opportunity here for Buffalo. And they're going to use their timeout. That's smart. Set up a play. Try and see if you can get this game-tying goal and utilize your time. That's smart. Smart thing to do for Buffalo. We'll see if it works out. Take a look at the other score there. Capitals are up 2-0 on the Maple Leafs, Dylan Strome and Ryan Leonard with the 2 goals in that one. Sadly, unless the Capitals pull off a miracle and make the playoffs, we will not stream them for the rest of the year. You need this opportunity? Yeah, you do, Marcus. Yeah, you do. Face-off coming up here now. It'll be in the Rangers zone. This is a huge chance for the Sabres. 56 seconds to go. It'll be a 56-second 5-on-3, followed by another minute of 5-on-4. Buffalo has definitely struggled mightily, though, on their power play. The question is, will they be able to convert regardless? Face-off in the Rangers' end. 5-on-3. Face-off now is won by the Rangers. Miller will get it back into the Buffalo zone immediately. What a play by the captain. Sabres will be aggressive on this. Here's Dahlin. Drops it back then for Quinn. Jack Quinn into the zone. Fires it around behind the net. Sabres off the boards then. Thompson. Thompson now below the line in the Rangers' end. Up top, Dahlin. Looked for options. Rasmus Dahlin now up top to Norris. Norris to Dahlin in front. Zucker jabbing at that puck. Saved by Shesterkin up top. Thompson a shot. That one goes wide. Here's Quinn. On the right side for Buffalo. Up top, Norris. At the point. Josh Norris now at the slot. Fires it wide. 5-on-3 winds down. 5 seconds to go. Norris to Dahlin. Dahlin, pass in front, broken up. Puck stays in the zone. First penalty is over. 5-on-4. Shot from Quinn goes wide. And back into the Sabres zone. Here's Dahlin. Carries it down low. Fed back up top, Doan. Cross ice pass to Thompson. Thompson for Benson. Broken up then by the Rangers. 2-on-1 the other way for the Rags. Trocheck with Cooley. Comes in. Denied by Luukkonen. And some pushing and shoving in front as the Sabres did not like that. A good shorthanded break by Buffalo, but they couldn't convert. Trocheck immediately sent on that breakaway. Cooley got it. He tried to go backhand on Luke, and he had that the entire way. There was no way that was getting past. But a good save there by Luukkonen. And the Sabres now with about 6 seconds to go on their power, or 30 seconds to go on their power play. I'm way off. Not a great power play for the Sabres. Puck is cleared back to center. Here's Byram. We'll drop it back for Norris. You got your wife watching? Nice. McLeod. Into the zone to Tuck. Tuck will dump it down low into the Rangers' end. Benson. Fighting with Doan. 10 seconds to go on the Sabres power play. McLeod in front. Benson jabbed at that puck. What a save by Shesterkin. Hey, thank you, Ron. I appreciate it. That means a lot. Thank you, sir. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well for all those who are joining us just now. We had 90 people in here. That's awesome. Shots are 19-18 in favor of the Rangers. 6 seconds to go. Face off in the New York zone. One back by the Sabres. Up top, Power. Cross ice pass for McLeod. Power play is over. About 20 seconds to go. Tuck. Behind the net then for McLeod. McLeod up top then Byram. Cross ice pass to Power. Power to McLeod. Puck is tipped off the boards then. Tuck trying to keep that one down low. Back over then for McLeod. Puck is cleared out of play with 2 seconds left on the clock. Or basically 3 seconds. I'll put 3 seconds on. And we will see another Face off. Come in the Sabres zone. Or Rangers zone, sorry. No matter what happens, great kill by the Rangers. They really didn't give the Sabres anything on that power play. And that's what you want. Face-off coming up here now. It'll be in the Rangers zone. It's going to be Trocheck versus McLeod. Trocheck versus McLeod here on the draw. The face-off with 3 seconds to go is blown dead. Surprised they didn't try and pull Lucan in here just for the fun of it. Here they try it again. Thompson against Trocheck now again. Face-off is a tie-up, shot on, denied, and that'll do it. End of period number 2 here. 2 goals from the Rangers. Lafreniere and Fox, they kill off a big PK, and they lead 3-2 after 40 minutes of play, and now that sets the stage for a very interesting third period coming up. But until then, it's intermission time. Go get a snack, go get a drink, do what you got to do. We'll be back for the start of period number 3 momentarily. And of course, subscribe down below if you're new. We'll be back for Sharks and Oilers later on tonight. That's our second game here on the channel in a little bit. You got to get out if Quinn doesn't score. Thank you, Christine. I appreciate it. Explain the Sabres' performance swings. I mean, they were playing well at the start. Now they've kind of fallen behind a little bit. Can the Sabres come back and win? Yes. Definitely. It's only a 1-goal game. All right, that being said, folks, I'll be right back. I'm going to go get a couple bottles of water. Forgot to do that before we got started. I ran out. I will be right back in just a moment. All right, I have returned. Sorry about that. Oh, you meant for the season. They started off really bad at the beginning of the year, and then they really turned it around in the calendar year at the beginning of 2026, the year itself. They've been one of the hottest teams in the NHL over the last few months since January. They've been incredible. Gonna restart my Wi-Fi here. How's the connection on the other end for you guys? Is everything all good? It looks good on my screen. Gonna restart my internet. Not restart my internet, but change my internet on my TV. It's kind of bugging here. Oh my gosh. There we go. Where's HBO Max? There it is. Yes, the Sabres can come back and win. They're only down by a goal. It's possible. Are they going to win? I don't know. I'm only saying it's possible. I can't tell you yes or no. All right, there we go. Hopefully that Wi-Fi. Hopefully changing my Wi-Fi makes this a little bit better. Sabres pull goalie already. 3-2. What the hell happened? Yeah, not a great start, or not a great period there by the Sabres. I wouldn't blame Luukkonen, but a breakaway there and then a power play goal as well. It's just been a struggle for the Sabres in the second period. The shots were even, actually, at 7 apiece. Overall, they're 19-18 through 40 minutes of play. Rangers have been pretty decent here down the stretch. They've won won 5 of their last 6, and they look pretty good tonight, so.
This is the player Ranger fans and organizations expecting to see. He hasn't been super consistent over the course of his career, and we're going to show examples of his play during this game, where you can see exactly why he was taken first overall. Now, that's more of what you're talking about, Liam.
All right. Drew Fortescue, first watch with Nordic Point. Been a struggle for 14 years. Well, they're in a playoff spot, so they've made the playoffs. So Sabres are doomed. Their defense sucks. Not a great defensive performance tonight, for sure. When they're on, but tonight has not been that night. Game's not over, though. How do I get water so quick? Takes you 5 minutes just to go and come back. I got bottles of water in the other room. Sometimes I bring the case in here. Sometimes I forget to be honest. Definitely shouldn't be using bottles, though. I should probably be using like an actual water bottle. All right. Just updating this real quick, guys. Thank you all very much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Multi-point games from Adam Fox and Alexis Lafreniere. How are the Rangers winning every time I bet on the Sabres they lose? You know, once the Panthers were knocked out, the cup is up for grabs. Well, yeah, definitely. Sabres bring their purses on the ice. Funny jokes, guys. Funny jokes. I think they just got hot at the right time. Zays, to be honest. I think they just got hot at the right time. That's really the answer to it. I don't know about a fluke. You can kind of decide that yourself. We won't really know if it's a fluke until next year, to be honest. We really won't. We won't know if it's a fluke till next year. I can't answer that question for you, but I don't know. All right, got about less than 10 minutes to go here until period number 3. Thank you all for tuning in. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. Having your couch? Do you mean coach? Would pay to hear Lindy's advice in the locker room? Sometimes teams just stick. And they get hot at the right time. Sometimes that's all you need. Especially with the NHL playoffs, too. That's what makes it fun.
Unlike some drugs for bipolar 1 disorder, nausea, vomiting, and restlessness are not common with the NAP. NAP may be associated with serious side effects. Elderly patients with dementia-related psychosis treated with antipsychotics are at increased risk of stroke or death. The NAP is not approved for elderly with dementia-related psychosis. The NAP prolongs the QT interval and may be associated with abnormal heart rhythm or sudden death. In 5% or more of people in clinical trials, heart rate increases, dizziness, hypertension, weight gain, dry mouth, stuffy nose, sleepiness, and increases in liver enzymes.
All right.
These are not all the side effects. Talk to your prescriber and learn more at thenap.com. By Vanda Pharmaceuticals.
Wow, new Little Caesars 4-in-1 sticks with bacon, pepperoni, jalapeno, and cheese. This is perfect for sharing.
Yeah, I thought you meant coach. Thank you, Jim. I appreciate it. I figured you meant coach. I was going to say, couch? Don't forget, guys, tonight, Sharks and Oilers is our later commentary stream tonight. Be sure to turn on the notification bell so you get the notification for when we start this stream. I like to end this one and start a new one. That's what I typically do. Is it a strategy to prevent injuries and just slow down to be ready for the playoffs? Yeah, in a way. If a team is already clinched, they might rest players. Definitely. They might play a little bit looser. But it depends, to be honest. It really does depend. All right, still in intermission here for about 6.5 more minutes till the third. By my count, after tonight's batches of games, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more streams in the regular season before the Stanley Cup playoffs. That number is subject to change. I'm actually thinking about taking off on the last day of the season, depending on how the games shape up.
Thank you. That's why I wanted to say thanks to Chelly, because we're talking about interviews and how tough it is, and I got everything. Obviously, I retired, and I was running a hot top, and it was a hotline for the Blackhawks. I had to update it 3 times a day. I get to the rink, and I just left this team basically. Chelly just got traded, and for Denny Savard, so I go in the locker room, got a Morantz reporter. You know the big Morantz reporters, and it's kind of like bigger than my pants. So I get in there, I do all these interviews, and I package them up, and hi, did everyone? I'm Darren Pang, welcome to Hot Talk. Today at practice, I talked to Chris Chelios. So I go through this whole thing, and I press the button, I'm like, there's nothing. I forgot to press record. Chelly being the good guy, I call him at home, I say, I really apologize. He's on a ladder fixing a God knows what in his house, and he's like, I'll get right down and do it again. He did it again for me. He redid it for me. Really? Yep. That guy. Yep. Well, good man. Much I love the media back then.
Oh, my Reading Fighting Phils winning 7-1. Probably be there on Saturday. Thoughts on Logan Stanley? He's had a good year. Not seeing him tonight. He's obviously out of the lineup tonight, but he's been a fun player for sure.
But I did like 4 months of scouting reports, scouting in Grand Rapids, and no one ever said anything.
Definitely a big hitting defenseman, 100%.
One day, I go, Jim, like, you guys never say anything. He goes, well, we needed a report from you. I forgot to push a little square button. So I just figured because it was me, I didn't have to do a report. So you get, carte blanche or whatever you want to do. So that was kind of, I mean, the boxes, I swear to God, the box was that big that you had to send it. That's what it told me. That's what it told me. So you get my text.
All right, heading closer and closer to period number 3. Coming up in just a moment, checking in on Capitals and Maple Leafs. Martin Faravari makes it a 3-0 lead for the Capitals. If the Caps win tonight, they will move within 3 points of a playoff spot. They'll be tied with the Islanders. They have more regulation wins than the Isles. And more regulation wins than the Red Wings. They're still alive. So interesting. It's insane how close the race is this year. It really is. But it's always close in the Eastern Conference. Last year was not as close, though. I will say that.
If it's important, it's not worth compromising. That's why with Farmers, you can get quality and savings. We are Farmers. Duluth Trading presents Odyssey of an Overworked Butt. Underwear for folks who work their butts off. Only at Duluth Trading.
Chris Washington, still can't believe this thing is yours. No. Maybe better pedigree, you get a session for Carla. Rest was easy.
All right.
I can't imagine.
Shots 19-19. Buffalo had slightly more shots than the Rangers in that second period. Oh. Alrighty, everyone, let's get ready for the start of period number 3 between the New York Rangers and the Buffalo Sabres. We got through the first and second intermission. Second period recap. Goals were scored by Alexis Lafreniere and Adam Fox, making it a 3-2 lead for the Rangers after 40 minutes of play. Take a look at your stats through 40. Shots are 19-19. Face-off percentage is 57% in favor of the Rangers. Power plays, Rangers 2 for 2. Sabres 0 for 3. Hits are 20-14 in favor of the Rags. And block shots are 17-9. in favor of Buffalo. Here we go, period number 3, live from MSG. Thompson versus Miller on the draw, and we are underway. Face-off is won back then by the Sabres in their own zone. Samuelsson will chip this one off the boards and back down low into the Rangers zone. Gavrikov clears it off the boards and all the way back down into the Buffalo end. Trying to get that one free is Ty Cartier fighting with Samuelsson. Rangers keep it in. Peralt fires it wide of Luukkonen. In the corner then, Tuck fighting with Samuelsson. Miller is there as well. Samuelsson takes it around behind the net. He'll throw it off the boards and back down low. Fox to Miller. Miller up top then for Sherry. Connor Sherry will dump this one around behind the net then. Miller takes it back for the Rags. Stolen back then by Buffalo. They will dump this one to center. Gavrikov in the Rangers zone. Stolen back then by Buffalo. McLeod will dump it down low into the New York end. Gavrikov trying to battle for it there as well. Peralt on the right side fighting with Zibanejad. Zucker trying to clear it to center. Sabres keep it in. Forced back out then to center ice. Now the Rangers try and break it the other way. It's Peralt fighting then with Fox. Rangers have scored 3 unanswered goals here in this game. Sabres need to respond. Here's Lafreniere with 2 of them. Gives it up then for Borgen. Borgen off the boards on the right side then. Back down low. Into the Sabres end. Byram. Back over then for Doan. Taken back by Byram now as the Sabres hold it in their own zone. Stolen back then by the Rags in their own end. Drew Fortescue. 7th NHL game. Cleared back into the Buffalo zone. Dahlin with that puck. On the right side to Benson. Trocheck intercepts that puck in the Sabres end. Up top to Fortescue. Fortescue. Back over then for Brodzinski. Tied up by Buffalo. Timmins tried to carry that one through center. A lot of neutral zone hockey here. Here at center then. Sabres get it back. Here's Dahlin. Drops it back for Benson. Benson to Dahlin. Dahlin will drop it back down low then for Malenstein. Malenstein in the corner fighting with Trocheck. Fortescue in the corner. Back over then for Schneider. Schneider back over then for Sherry. Now a 2-on-2 the other way. Sikora gets it up then to Chalmar. Pass over. And Sikora can't get that puck. Sabres will take it. Chalmar intercepts it. Pass up top to Laba's broken up. Now the Sabres will backhand this one down low into the Rangers zone. Gavrikov behind the net then for the Rags. Shots are 19 apiece here in this third period. Been a pretty even game, comparatively speaking. Rags will carry it through center. Back over to Gavrikov, who dumps it down low into the Buffalo end. Power fighting with Miller. Sherry up top. Fox at the point then. Pass back over then. Sherry down low. Shot goes wide. Thrown back to center then by Buffalo. Rangers will regroup in their own end. Racing for it with speed then is Sherry into the Sabres zone. Will loop around. Now battling for it with Krebs. Behind the net then to Cartier. Ty Cartier to Sherry in front. And a good chance by Zibanejad was blocked. And Luukkonen gets the rebound and covers up. Nice pass in front there. Down low by the Sabres up in front. And Luukkonen with the save. The beginning of the end is upon the Sabres. We'll see, bro. We will see. Sabres are 5-3-2 in their last 10. Puck is cleared back down low, then into the Rangers zone. Chipped off the boards to center. Sabres get it on the right side. Connor Timmins in his own end. Back over to Byram. Byram dumps it to center. Borgen fighting with McLeod. Now Zibanejad behind the net. Zibanejad off the boards for Borgen. Sabres keep it in the zone. Byram will fire it down low and wide. McLeod now fighting with Robertson. Chipped off the boards then by Peralt. Kept in then by Buffalo. Timmins in the corner. Intercepted by the Rags. Lafreniere tried to feed it up to Peralt. Taken back then by Byram, who carries it through center. Bowen Byram now brings it into the Rangers zone. Shoots it there on Shesterkin, who makes the save. There's the 20th shot of the game for Buffalo. Still looking for that game-tying goal after allowing 3 unanswered. Face-off coming up now again in the Rangers' end. It's one back then by the Sabres. Up top then, Rangers will get it back to center. Cooley with a nice opportunity there. Bank back down low to the Buffalo end. Here's Rasmus Dahlin behind the net. Cross-ice pass kept in the zone there by Trocheck. Trocheck looks. Intercepted there then by Benson. Zach Benson carries it around behind the net then back over to Samuelson. Samuelson for Dahlin. Dahlin to Samuelson. Rangers try and poke check it away. Fortescue up top then. Here comes Brodzinski. Samuelson. Back to Dahlin. Matthias Samuelson will hold it now down low in the Buffalo end with time ticking down. Here comes Buffalo now through center. Shot on there is denied. Tuck fires it wide. Thompson over to Krebs. Krebs up top. Shot on, they score! It might have been tipped in front, but regardless of that, the Sabres have tied the game. And it looks like it'll be Alex Tuck's goal. He's the first one to go up and in the handshake line. The Sabres have tied the hockey game. It didn't seem like there was really anything going here in this third period, but nice deflection in front by, I think Tuck did get it. So it'll be Alex Tuck off of a shot from Krebs. And Buffalo has tied the game. It's 3-3 here in the third period. The timing and the shot was perfect on that play. Shots now 22-19 in favor of Buffalo. And with a little over 14 minutes to go, we are tied at 3. So it says Krebs now on the NHL.com website, but I think Tuck got a deflection on that. We'll see what the exact call is here in a few minutes. But regardless of who scored it, the Sabres have tied it. Battling for now in the Buffalo zone. It's cleared all the way just back to center. Grabbing it then down low is Gavrikov behind the Rangers net. Gavrikov fighting then with Malenstein. Laba's there as well. Off the boards now to center. Here's Sikora. Intercepted then by the Sabres. Owen Power now down low. Power will look for options. Gives it back up then for Connor Timmins. Timmins drops it back to McLeod. Timmins dumps it down low into the Rangers zone. Shesterkin off the boards then. Sheary to center. And an offsides call there against the Sabres at 13-12 in period number 3. It looks like it will be Peyton Krebs' goal. I think Tuck got a piece of it, though. We'll see what the official call is. But the Sabres have tied the hockey game. It still says Krebs. I'm pretty sure Tuck got a piece of it, though. Anywho. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. It helps out with the engagement, brings more people into the wonderful commentary. Don't forget, later on tonight, Sharks and Oilers is going to be our 10 p.m. commentary. Be sure to turn on the notification bell down below so you get the notification for when we go live for the game, but that'll be a really fun second game in this doubleheader later on tonight. That'll be a great one.
Vets need handshakes, and training needs tradition. Noble, official training shoe of the NHL.
How far is this spot? It'll be fine. It's all walking distance.
If it's important, it's not worth compromising. That's why with Farmers you can get quality and savings. We are Farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
So I think it's going to be Alex Tuch's goal off of the deflection to tie the hockey game. Looks like Tage Thompson's going to get the assist as well. So it's Tuch with his 31st goal of the year from Krebs and Thompson. And he makes it a 3-3 hockey game. The Bill Masterton nominees have been officially announced today. The nominees playing in this game currently, Matthew Robertson for the Rangers and Rasmus Dahlin for the Buffalo Sabres. Dahlin's definitely been through a lot with his life Caroline having going through a heart transplant, and she was back in a Sabres game a few weeks ago. And the fans welcomed her back to the game. So Dahlin having to face a lot of adversity for sure. Definitely makes sense why he was the Masterton pick. Here's Timmins. Back over then for Byram. Byram dumps it down low then for McLeod. McLeod back over then for Byram up top. Shot on. Denied. Rebound in front. And in the crease, they score! Jason Zucker, the go-ahead goal, and the Sabres are back in front. It's 4-3. And that's a sign of never backing down and never giving up. Jason Zucker put the puck right around Shesterkin, and the Sabres are back in the lead. Assists on that goal are McLeod and Byram. That's multi-point games from Zucker, McLeod, and Byram. And just like that, the Sabres have taken the 4-3 lead. Here, just over halfway through, or under halfway through the third period. His 24th goal of the year, and that is huge for the Sabres. They are back on top. Face-off here now at center is won back then by Buffalo. They will dump it down low into the Rangers zone. Cooley fighting for it as well. It's in the crease. Jabbing at that puck was Norris. And another save there by Shesterkin. The Rangers nearly gave up 3 unanswered goals of their own. Here's Cooley behind the net. Back over then in the corner, Brodzinski to Cooley. Up top then for Fortescue. Trocheck is there as well. Dahlin now down low in the Buffalo zone. Back over to Matthias Samuelsson on the right side, trying to clear that one to center. Rangers will keep this one in. Down low, Luukkonen comes out of his own net to play that puck. It's Dahlin down low in the corner. He'll give it back to Samuelsson. Puck is cleared back to center. What's up, Bond? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for liking. Here's Tuch down the right side. Shot on his glove by Shesterkin. Jason Zucker with the go-ahead goal makes it a 4-3 hockey game. Been 20 years since you celebrated like this. It's been a long time for y'all. Good. It's good to see you guys back in a playoff spot for sure. 100%. As a Flyers fan myself, it makes me happy to see. And my team too, I guess. Face-off here now is won by Buffalo. Krebs, a shot on is blocked by Miller. Here's JT Miller through center. He's got some room. He'll get it into the Buffalo end. Now Power battling for it down low. In the corner, Miller trying to get that puck free. Power battling for it. 11.5 minutes to go in the third period. Power in the corner fighting with Sherry. It's all good, Bond. Here's Adam Fox down low in the corner. Krebs chips it off the boards. Will get this one back to center. Thompson with a stick lift there. And played back down low that into the Rangers' end. Here comes Sikora down the other way. Pass over. And not enough time on that play. Robertson Down low back for Pearson. Pearson clears to center. It's off a skate back into the Buffalo end. Fear not, the Sabres get it right back though. Timmins to Byram. Byram chips it off the boards and back down low into the Rangers end. On the right side here now, fighting for this puck is Sikora. 10.5 minutes to go in regulation. The Sabres have taken the 4-3 lead. Borgen banks it off the boards. Sikora tried to clear it to center. Buffalo backhands it back down low. Will Borgen behind the net then, trying to feed this one away. There's a huge tie-up down low here in the Rangers' end. Malenstein was held up there by Borgen. Penalties coming up here. It's against the Rangers. And with exactly 10 minutes to go, we're going to see a Sabres power play here, I'm pretty sure. I think it'll be for holding. Will Borgen for holding. And the Sabres are going to go to the power play for the 4th time tonight. They're 0 for 3. We'll see if they can pretty much kind of put this game away if they do get this next point or this next goal. Shots are 26-19. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. We are now over the halfway mark to 5,600 subscribers. So thank you all so much for your continued support. It means a lot. Face off here now on the Rangers' end. It's a power play for the Sabres. Rangers will clear it back down low into the Buffalo end. Luukkonen will give it back down low for Dahlin. Dahlin then for Quinn. Jack Quinn will loop it back around, intercepted by Zibanejad. Sabres recuperate before things go the wrong way. Here's Dahlin. He'll drop it back then for Norris. Norris. Back over then Borgen up top. Dahlin. Cross-ice pass. Shot on is blocked. Norris battling for that puck in front. Down low. Thompson couldn't get there. Rangers clear. Delayed penalty against the Sabres. In fact, Luukkonen will touch the puck, and we're gonna get a penalty for Buffalo here. 4-on-4 for a little bit, followed by a Rangers power play. I didn't even see the penalty. The one facet Buffalo struggles with is the power play. Yeah, definitely got to work on that for sure. Got to change your system, try and acclimate that. We'll see if they can fix that for the playoffs. But their power play's done, at least for now. It's going to be 4-on-4 for 1:17. Followed by a brief Rangers power play. Face-off coming up now here in the Sabres end. It's won by the Rangers. Shot on is off of the blocker of Luukkonen. Zibanejad battling for it then here on the right side. Rangers keep it in. Zibanejad looks for options. Pass up to the point. Trying to handle that one was Robertson. He's forced back to center by McLeod. Robertson gives it back for Fox. Fox off the boards then for Robertson. Robertson will hold it at center. Lafreniere. Down low then for Gavrikov. Vladislav Gavrikov will hold it behind the net now, looking for options. Drops it back then for Laba. Laba then for Gavrikov. Through center, Will Cooley. Cooley has that puck, takes it down low, feeds it back up to the point, then Schneider. 15 seconds to go on the 4-on-4 before a Rangers power play. Very briefly. Laba at the point, poke checked away by Byram. He forces it back to center. That's a good play by Byram to run down the clock. Here's Cooley. Power play for the Rangers begins. It'll be a 40-second one. A chance to tie the game here if they can get it into the zone and set up. Here's Trocheck. What a move up top. Fox. Delo Zibanejad fires it off the side of the net. And the Sabres clear the other way. What a chance for Zibanejad, but he could not convert. Zibanejad will pick this one back up down low. Here's Fox. Below the line. Fox clears it down low. Back to Zibanejad. Up top then for Miller. Miller, cross-ice pass. Fox to Miller. Can't fire it. He'll backhand it down low then for Fox. Fox, up top, Trocheck. Back to Fox. Power play is over. Trocheck trying to send it back to Zibanejad. Zibanejad below the line then. Back over then for Borget. Vincent Trocheck in the corner. Back for Fox. Up top, shot on is blocked from Miller. And McLeod will get it to center. Sabres will take it the other way. It's Norris. Only has Samuelson down low. It's a three-man battle for it in the corner. Rangers win that battle. Sabres intercept it. And cleared back to center then by the Rags as soon as I say that. It's ironic. Sometimes when I say something, the opposite happens right afterwards. Here's Josh Doan. Down the right side. Carries it below the line. Pass in front is broken up at the point then. Doan gets it back for the Sabres. Up top, shot on goes wide of Shesterkin. Power. Behind the net then for Krebs. Adam Fox most notably been out there for nearly 2 minutes. Puck is banked back down. He's not out there on the ice. What is TNT doing? Gavrikov. Below the line will clear this one all the way back down into the Buffalo end. That is an icing against the Rangers. Shots are 26-19 as they've been these last few minutes. The shots really haven't changed. It's been kind of the same game here for the most part. In terms of the shooting department. Face-off in the Rangers' end is cleared all the way back to center. See ya, Bon. Have a good evening, bro. Here's Michael Kesselring. Chipped off the boards then for Byram. Byram in his own zone. Dumped back into the Rangers' end. That's an icing. Why is my clock, like, always 2 seconds ahead or behind? It's really weird how that works. Anywho. Rangers still looking for that game-tying goal. The face-off will come in the Buffalo zone. The only question is, will they get it? Zibanejad versus Tuck. Off the draw, it's one back then by Buffalo. Cleared all the way back to center. Gavrikov will bank it off the boards. Peralt there with a big hit. Kozak keeps it in, dumps it down low. Intercepted by Shesterkin. Here comes Lafreniere. Moves into the zone. Shoots it on. Deflected in front. And Zibanejad couldn't get it in time. Battling for it in the corner then's Peralt. Tripped on the ground then is Benson. Don't believe there's a call. Lafreniere will throw it up top. Gavrikov. Cross-ice pass. Down low. Gavrikov comes in. Pass over. Not enough time. There was too much traffic in front. He should have shot that. We are now in crunch time. Shots are 7-0 in favor of the Sabres in this third period. The Rangers haven't even had a shot. That is insane. Here's Doan. Delayed offsides against the Sabres. Rangers get advantage. Robertson. Back off the board. Sherry. Intercepted then by the Sabres. Here they come down the other way. The Sabres have locked in here in this third period. After allowing 3 unanswered goals, they haven't allowed a single shot in this third period. What a period so far, but it's not over yet. Icing at 4:20 here against the Sabres. If the Sabres win tonight, they will move into sole possession of first place in the Atlantic Division. Again, if they were to finish in that top seed, they would likely take on the Boston Bruins in round 1. And that'd be a fun series. We just crossed over the 2,000 view mark on this commentary stream. Thank you all so much. Face off in the Rangers zone. Samuelson, a shot goes wide of Shesterkin. Down low in the corner, Schneider battling for that puck. Thompson will fire it on. Denied there. Rangers get it back. Kept in the zone, though, by the Sabres. Krebs to Timmins. Back down low behind the net then. Final 4 minutes of this period. Thompson in the corner then. Battling for it on the right side. Getting it to center was Cartier. Cross-ice pass for Trocheck, who will gain the zone, but he's knocked off the puck. Samuelson behind the net now for Buffalo. Again, the Rangers have not had a single shot in this third period. Samuelson off the boards. Sabres will get it back now on their own end. Here's Timmins. Down low then. Samuelson chipped through center. McLeod. Pass up top then for Quinn, who nearly got sent on a breakaway but was broken up. Coming up on 3 minutes remaining. Laba dumps it down low. Here's Adam Fox. Will move it now through center. Fox will drop it back. Cross-ice pass is broken up by the Sabres and thrown back to center. Oh, my Lord. Rangers can't even get a shot on. Can they even pull Shesterkin at this rate? Fox. Back over then for Borgen. Borgen will dump it down low. Luukkonen out of his own net. Gives it up for Dahlin. Fired off the boards and back into the Rangers zone. Shesterkin gets it back. Borgen on the right side. Malenstein battling for it in the corner. 2:20 left to go in the third period. Behind the net then, Malenstein battling for it with Schneider. Don't forget, Sharks and Oilers later on tonight. Coming up on the final 2 minutes of play. Rangers can't even get out of their own zone and get it into the offensive zone to try and tie. They can't even get it out of their own zone. Down low now, getting it back is Perrault. Perrault behind the net then, the Borgen. Borgen will hold with less than 2 minutes to go. He'll look for options. 1:43. Fox. Back up top for Borgen. Keep an eye out for Shesterkin. Here's Miller through center. Denied by Luukkonen. That's the first shot of the period for the Rangers. Shesterkin's going to go. Battling for it then in the corner. It's kept in the zone by the Rags. Fox's shot is blocked. Benson will clear to center. Racing for it with speeds Doan. Fox will play it away. Doan gets it back. Over to the empty net. And Benson hits it. Empty net goal for Zach Benson. His second of the game. And it's a 5-3 lead for the Sabres. That should put the icing on the cake. What a period by Buffalo. There was a couple of you criticizing them, and I'm not calling anybody out, but there was a couple of you guys a little upset in the comment section. But the Sabres, you got to give them credit where it's due. They've come out in this third period after allowing 3 unanswered. They come back, they tie it, they take the lead, and then they assert their dominance basically through the rest of the game. The Rangers only have 1 shot in this third period. 1 shot. Dump back down low into the Buffalo end. Luukkonen will clear it off the boards. I believe Shesterkin may go again. Just for the fun of it. I'm not sure, though. Thompson backhands the puck up and out of play. This might be a penalty. But what a period by the Sabres. Got to give them credit where it's due. They've made the comeback here. Got a minute to go here in this period. We will be live for Sharks and Sabres. Or Sharks and Oilers. I'm making a ton of mistakes tonight. At 10 p.m. Eastern Time. So be sure to subscribe down below. And turn on the notification bell so you don't miss that commentary when it starts. 1 final minute left to play in the third period. Shesterkin is back on the bench for the Rangers. You might as well try for the fun of it. Face-off won by the Rags. Byram off the boards then for Thompson. Tuck will get it to center. He'll clear it back down low. And that's an icing. hardly any commercial breaks here in this third period, which is good for me because, again, I want to go through this game as quick as possible so I have as much time as I can to prep for the next one. But what a game here tonight. Thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Pretty good crowd. We peaked at 149 people. Face-off coming up now again in the Sabres zone. It's one back by the Rangers up top. Zibanejad a shot. That goes off of Lukonen. It's in the crease. Sabres get it back. They will clear it. Down the other way to center. Kozak will look for the empty net. Can't get it in time. 36 seconds to go on the clock. I forgot to start my clock. I apologize. 30 seconds to go. Miller behind the net then. Intercepted by the Rags. McLeod tried to poke check it away. Zibanejad in front for Cooley. It's broken up. Lafreniere will try and throw it up top. Puck is end up cleared back into the Rangers zone. This will be another icing. 16 seconds on the clock. Shots are 27-20. The Sabres entered this period trailing 3-2. Now they lead 5-3 with 15 to go. Sabres will bank it off the boards. It's Tuck battling for it then on the right side. Rangers go off sides at 8 seconds. This game just won't end. Sabres will move into first place of the Atlantic Division. Shesterkin's going to go back into his net. Not sure why they're doing that with 7 seconds left, but all right. Sabres will improve to 5-3 in 8 live commentary streams. The Rangers drop to 1-7. They've only won 1 live commentary. Byram up top, back down low. Shot on there is blocked. Time will tick down, and that will do it. The Sabres respond after a rough second period. They score 3 unanswered goals in the third after giving up 3 unanswered goals in the second. And they take the 5-3 win here in MSG. What a game from the Sabres. Only allowing just, 1 shot in that third period. That is an incredible response by the Sabres. All right, that'll do it for me. Thank you all so much for tuning in and your support tonight. It is greatly appreciated. We will move into our next game tonight. Here, the Edmonton Oilers and the San Jose Sharks. Connor McDavid versus Macklin Celebrini. It should be a phenomenal game. I'm going to end this stream and get started with that one. Thank you all for watching. Subscribe down below if you're new. And I will see you guys in the next stream.